This is a Good Vibrations extra concerning the Stand in the Light festival taking place over the late May bank holiday in the Lake District. This is a collaboration between Stand in the Park UK and the Light newspaper, and my guest today is Darren Nesbitt, the proprietor of the Light. So Darren, just tell us what the inspiration was to get this particular event up and running for this year.
What happened? Okay, so we've got the festivals going, and then last year, I'm a music fan, Mark, just like you. I want music festivals, but I want them to be, I want the music to be awake and truth and conscious and all the rest of it, freedom, focus. And we were really hoping that the last one last summer, the big one last summer, Jam for Freedom, was going to be the one. Because I never saw myself as a festival organizer, event organizer. I never saw myself as a newspaper editor either. But I suppose you just end up doing these things. And we had a great time. The band had a great time. The jazz band had a great time there. Lots of artists had a great time. In the end, the Saturday, Sunday night were great because of the artists, because of the people that won. But it's no secret that it wasn't particularly well organised. There was a lot of bad feeling after it from Lockwood. And to me, it's heartbreaking. Because if you put on an event, or if you want people to come to, the idea is that their spirits are lifted, their vibration is raised, they're ready to go out for the next week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 months and face the world, or get inspired. Whether they're amateur musicians or whether they're artists or, what have you. You're going to meet thousands of other awake people there, and they're going to be telling you all about what they're doing. It's a chance for us to get together, but obviously with it being music, and it is a pure music festival as well. So that's a big difference that we are doing with the Stand in the Light festival. Okay, so it will be music from 12 o'clock Saturday all the way through till 11:30, and the same again on Sunday. And we're not having speakers. We're leaving that to the WTF festival at the start of May. At the same location, and there will be a lot of stalls as well, doing all various different things. But yeah, the inspiration was we wanted to put on a really great, well organised, fantastic music festival. I actually wanted to do it for free at first. That was how naive I was in events organising. But we did some early bird memberships, and they've gone really, really well. We've already sold 600 memberships, so we're expecting 2,000 to 2,500 people there. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. Really looking forward to it.
I remember thinking a few years ago, wouldn't it be great if we could organise a Live Aid style concert of just awake and aware, meaningful, conscious artists? I think, an event of that nature is long overdue. It's about time the very best, the cream of the crop from this kind of community was all brought together on the same stage at the same event, Live Aid style. So this is probably about the closest we've got to that.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's successful, we'll do another one next year, and we'll improve, and it will take what we learn, etc., etc. If it's not, it's not. That's the way it goes. Everything that's happening so far is pointing towards a super duper successful event. Everybody wants to get involved, which is wonderful. We've obviously, we filled up the artist schedule as one of the first jobs to do, but we are still looking for volunteers. Of all kinds, which obviously gives you free entry and some free meal vouchers, and stall holders as well. Probably got a few spots for food vendors, but non-food of any kind. We are doing things ridiculously cheap, so it's definitely worth getting in touch, with us via email. I'm sure you'll give all the details in the notes.
Sure. So the naming of it, Stand in the Light, is a collaboration between Stand in the Park, put together by Sophia, and yourself, of course, the Light newspaper. That's where the names come from, right?
Yes. So Fee chose it. It was absolutely great. Stand in the Light. Are you going to stand in the light?
Right. Well, I wanted to ask you about that because one thing that some people might get triggered into thinking is this idea about the soul trap, which has gained some popularity in sort of truth alternative circles in recent times. This idea that there's a trap waiting for our souls when we leave our bodies and pass over to what lies beyond. And this tunnel of white light that we hear about is something that has been set up to trick us into being reincarnated and spat out into this reality to do it all over again. As I say, it's just an idea which has really gained a lot of traction in recent times. And a lot of people might look at stand in the light and think, oh, that's what it's referring to. But I guess it's not.
Well, most people that know me, and I don't keep anything hidden. You can look through my, awake conspiracy career, if you like. Woke up to the 9/11 truths and what have you. Then became, a flat earther. I already was a flat earther, fixed earther, and then Jesus in the Bible. I'm fully behind Jesus. So the other thing is, I've also done serious, back to Greek and Hebrew Bible studies. The idea of the light being bad and all the rest of it is from Lucifer. Lucifer is mentioned once, only it's actually in the Latin translation from the original Greek. It's a transliteration. It literally means light bearer, light bringer. There's no being called Lucifer. There's no being even called Satan in the Bible. The only enemy and adversary we have is us, ourselves. Every single person listening to the podcast knows damn well that your own worst enemy is yourself. Yeah, we have negative self-talk, and it's from wherever it is. We doubt ourselves, what have you. Yeah, there's no need really of a creature out there tempting us and all the rest of it. Okay, yeah, it's my viewpoint, what have you, but it does, those beliefs go back to, like I said, a deep study of the original scriptures, where all this other stuff comes from. At the end of the day, I always have one question. And one question only for people who bring spurious claims that I don't think have any evidence for, solid evidence, court and spell evidence. Where is your evidence for the claim? The light is the light. Where is your evidence that what it is, is anything other than what it says it is? I know, obviously, the Illuminati, the rulers and everything, they like to reverse everything. They mess with people's minds and all the rest of it. But I'm the working class busking bloke from Manchester that sings "Stick Your New World Order Up Your Arse" and everything else that we do as well. So, not really working for the dark side.
Glad to hear it. So I know you can't name all of them because there's loads on the bill, but who are some of the artists you got appearing here? You got some DJs as well as live music acts as well. So just reel a few off there.
Yeah, obviously we've got yourself, Mark. You're going to be spinning on the Saturday night, I believe. And Danny's going to be playing on the Sunday night. Danny Rampling, world famous international superstar DJ. So the headline DJs. We have got, like I say, a few more DJs. It's a lot more live artists though. So we're looking at Outer Karma, who are an amazing reggae band from the Midlands. We've got the Dead Time Philharmonic, another. Well, they're more like a working class, gritty guitar band. Fantastic. Obviously, we're going to be profiling all these artists, but they're all easily searchable as well. Who else we've got? We've got the jazz band. They're pretty good in the old freedom and truth rock and roll stakes. We've got some amazing solo artists: Peter Conway, Tom Prowse, Tommy Coyle, and Ryan Sanders, who's a very, very good rap artist. He's coming up with some great stuff. Also seems to be by his lyrics. Also seems to have found Jesus, which is great. There seems to be, look, from my side, I'm easy and open whatever people believe, because it's just more important that we can communicate, that we can get on. Otherwise, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to stay in my box over here. The whole point of doing the festival is to bring everybody together. Let's chat. Let's see how we can get on and not agree on everything.
All right. So it's music, daytime, into the evening, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the festival ends on the Monday, right? And it's camping throughout for anyone that wants to.
Yeah, that's right. Gates open for members on 12 noon on Friday. There's no music on Friday till 6, 7, 8 o'clock. We're going to have an open mic, I think. So people can come up and chat and what have you, just to get the event going and warmed up. And then there's some DJs on the Friday night. And then the full music program, the live music program kicks off. There's actually 2 marquees we're hoping to have. So 2 separate stages. And that'll go from 12 to 11:30. Now we are also going to have an all-night acoustic fire pit. So there's a big, like, fort in the woods kind of thing. There'll be a big fire. We sit round. Obviously, we'll bring the bongos and the guitars and what have you. So for those that do want the music to carry on, obviously we have to put it at a lower volume. We're going to respect the neighbours and take responsibility for ourselves. But obviously, if you're like me, I like singing into the early hours of the night, and that's there for us as well.
All right. My late night days are over. late nights. So you got an early bird offer on tickets before 1st of March?
Yeah, that's right. It's currently it's £40 for a membership plus fee. If you are, I think it's £3. If you are under five, if you have under fives, yeah, if you have some more children, that they can come in free. But we've made it so cheap for everyone because there's no extra for camping for that. You know, a lot of people say, okay, well, okay, it's £40 for the membership, but do we have to pay extra for camping? And you know, is there extra for the actual festival and stuff? That is it. That is all you pay. It gives you free entry to the festival. Obviously, you know, you've got to buy your own food unless you're volunteering. We'll give some meal vouchers, but other than that, yeah.
All right then. So full details on the website, Stand in the Light UK, right? Is that where you can get
Stand in the
tickets?
Light UK. Yeah, if you want more details, you can obviously any questions, or if you want to volunteer or a stall holder, email us. It's standlight@proton.me. But the website standinthelight.uk. If you get what we're doing, you get what we're trying, you know, you get what the event's going to be about. Go have a look at the website and come join us. Come join us in May. It is going to be a brilliant, memorable event. And you know, look, like I say, the whole goal is to inspire people. We want to raise the vibration. We want to raise motivation. People get down, and there's a lot of fear about, and there's a lot of, you know, and also people get addicted to just being a conspiracy theorist and being, oh, what they're going to do next and what they're going to do next. And what we should be doing, or every single person, every awake or not, we should be developing ourselves. We should be, you know, sorting our own lives out and making the best of it. And you know, overgeneralization there, but instead of waiting around, and I did it for the first couple of years when I woke up, it was like, you know, oh, the world's going to, you know, it's going to create, it's going to gradually and incrementally do that, and it might do it for another few decades. You know what I mean? I might be gone by the time this thing, you know, all finishes, because they're going to push and push and push, and we're going to push back, and they're going to keep going until everybody knows and everybody walks away. So if we can have those conversations in May, to say, yeah, we shouldn't be waiting for them to do their thing. Don't wait to start your own life. Don't wait to be the best version of yourself you can possibly be. And you know, look at all the musicians and artists and inspiring people that we've gathered so far. There's no reason why anybody can't do it. Everybody should get involved. Everybody should try for independence, and not working for the government, not needing them. And once we don't need them, then they'll disappear. It's when they say, "Oh, you need us," and we go, "Oh God, yeah." Okay, well then they'll keep on taking on money provided.
Right. I mean, if we'd listened to everything we'd been told, by rights we should all have been rounded up and put in gulags by now, so we wouldn't even be able to attend festivals like this. So all these predictions and all these dreadful doom-laden prophecies don't necessarily come true the way people tell you they're going to. So let's celebrate that, you know.
Exactly. This is, you know, the whole point is we are free. Let's celebrate being free. You know.
That's right, for as long as we are. All right then, mate. Well, we'll leave it there. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to say about the event as the time draws closer, but I'm certainly looking forward to this one myself. It's going to be a weekend well spent, some great names on the bill. So, yeah, respect for putting it on, and thanks for coming on today.
Good vibrations.